Hey everybody, welcome back to the Getting It Wrong podcast, where we unlearn harmful ideals, beliefs, and ideologies that we might be holding on to, and we get practical ways to live a more holistic and balanced lifestyle. And we embrace our mistakes here because getting it wrong is the first step to getting it right. I am your co-host, Gabbie.
And I'm Morgan. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
All right, so welcome back to our Must Know Monday episode. What's up?
Welcome back.
Good vibes. Hope you guys are starting your Monday off right. Start your Mondays off right, y'all. It's the first day of the week, and it's the work week at least. So it's important for me at least to just get that Monday popping right.
Right, so, set the tone.
Set the tone for the rest of the week. And the best way to do that is making sure that you tune into the Must Know Monday episode every Monday.
I know that's right.
Okay. So anyway, guys, Gabbie, how was your last week at least? How are you doing?
Last week, I feel like every week I'm like, oh, it was rough. But I mean, seriously, like I was preparing to like go out of town. So I was running all over the place, trying to make sure, all my accommodations were set up, that my beauty appointments were set up, like hair, nails, all of that. Yeah, but we here now.
Right. And you look cute. Okay. Everybody take a moment. Look at my friend. Go, best friend. Nails done. Okay. Hair silk pressed it up. Okay. Showing a little bit of skin, but just classy skin. A little bit of shoulder action. Nah. Okay. No, okay.
So better watch us on YouTube to really get into it.
Oh, yeah. I had to describe it. Nails done, hair done, shoulder out. Okay. So yes, guys, Gabbie's getting her Monday started off right. Technically, it's not her Monday. It's our Wednesday.
But that's all right. You listening on Monday.
Yeah. Hopefully it gives you guys good vibes. So
what are we getting into this Monday? Who got it wrong this week?
Girl. So for this Monday, we are going to talk about this article. It was a CNN article, and it was titled, "Why is it so hard to ask for help?" And it started off talking about this woman and her family. They had a newborn and they had other kids, but the baby that they had was premature, and it had to go into the NICU. And like while all of that was happening, her and her family, they were pretty much struggling, and people would be asking like, do you guys need anything? Do you need some help? And it was just a struggle for her to say yes, even though she desperately needed help. So basically, it's just highlighting the fact that it is really hard for people, and I think especially moms, to like just when we actually need help, to actually say, yes, I do need help. Because you get those texts from people and they're like, let me know if you need anything. And you're like, I know, like, and because it's like, you get some people and you really think that like, okay, this person, if I need something, they're gonna help me out. But then you get the other people, they just saying that just to be nice. And then also you have all of your preconceived notions, all of your issues. You gotta, to even get you over the hump and be like, yes, I do actually need help. So it's just so hard when you are like actually struggling. I think I'll just speak for pretty much everybody. It can be really hard to say, like, I do need help. Do you feel like that's your experience too?
Definitely. When it comes to certain things, especially like parenting, when it comes to like day-to-day parenting stuff, it's it's like you as the mother are supposed to, it's like you feel like you're not supposed to have a hard time when it comes to taking care of your child. You're like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is this is part of what I'm created for. So it's like you kind of feel like you failed a little bit. Like when you're asking for help with your child. I think I've gotten over that for the most part, because at this point I'm just like, I know I can't do it all. So
absolutely, that's
everybody gather around. You do this, you do this. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's the thing. Yes, that's so like I think I'm still like in an in-between space where I'm like, okay, I am realizing I definitely need help and I need a lot of it, because I am more like in more of a situation to where a lot of the weight is on me. It kind of like, even with like in relationships, like if you are married, some of that weight will kind of transfer, go back and forth from one parent to another, like in the relationship, but also as a co-parent, it kind of has been fluctuating for us too. So like I'm more in a situation where a lot more of the weight is on me right now as far as parenting, and I need to start asking for help more. And I have not been, if I'm honest, but I am at the point where I'm like, okay, I can do it. I know I need help and I can ask, and the worst thing they can do is say no. And that's once you realize that, it's like the worst thing people can do is really just say no.
That's true. And I do want to say that honestly, it doesn't matter what your family dynamic is, because I know people who are married who are in more of a single mother situation than an actual single mother is. So it could be that the husband is traveling all the time for work, or it could be that he just prefers to handle other things than to handle the child rearing things, which I don't necessarily think is fair, but we're not getting into that today. But yeah, what was the article really saying? Like, did it give any suggestions, or like what?
I mean, honestly, the article itself was boring, but it just inspired. They didn't give very many suggestions, but it just inspired me to talk about it, because I think that at the end of the day, like I think people and this part they did put in the article, they're like, you let the feeling of being uncomfortable for asking for help, or the feeling of like people thinking differently of you when you ask for help, you let that weigh more on you than actually asking for help. Like once you, I mean, because you need the help so bad that, I mean, it's kind of like a catch-22, like you are either way, you're going to be uncomfortable. And you kind of have to like weigh your options. And I think for me, at least, I'm coming to the point where I'm like, I would rather be uncomfortable and ask than to continue to like desperately need help and not have it. So I think that's the thing. You got to get to that point where you're like, okay, I really need help, and I would rather ask and look stupid than not ask and feel overwhelmed.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, just weighing your options and just asking, would you rather feel uncomfortable for asking or uncomfortable for desperately needing help? And then if you really think about it, you desperately needing help is not only affecting you, it's affecting your child too, if you're a mother. But even if we're talking about other things, like it could be with your job, or it could be with, I don't know, household things, whatever. It's like you are affecting yourself and your environment when you could just literally ask for help. And 9 times out of 10, they'll just be like, okay.
Yes.
And if they say no, you can just ask someone else.
Yes, that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like let's say it's at work, you are trying to meet a deadline and deliver something in a timely manner, but it's like, if you can't get that done and you have coworkers there that could be helpful, and then you sit up here and get it done late or something, like if you get it done late and they're like, why was this late? And you're like, oh, I was overwhelmed. They're going to look at you like you're crazy, especially if they had if they could have helped. And they're like, well, I was sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I could have helped you out. I was taking 2 breaks. Like, yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah. You need to, yeah. And I'm saying you, but I really need
hashtag ask for help.
Exactly.
You should be saying we.
We need to do this. Me need to do this. But yeah, girl.
We need to ask for help because you're only hurting yourself.
Exactly.
Well, not only, because I literally just said that you're hurting yourself and whatever you're working on in your environment, but still, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, that's a great point. Like, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody around you by not being the best that you can be. You know, like, asking for help helps you be the best you can be. Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
With tongue twister.
They know what we're talking about.
They know.
Excuse me.
But yeah.
But yeah, that's a great conversation. People need to ask for help more often. And I feel like people think people will judge them if they ask for help, but it's like we all need help sometimes. So if someone judges you for asking for help, they're just an asshole. Because I'm pretty sure they needed help at some point too. You know what I'm saying?
And they're burning bridges because they're probably going to need your help later.
I know that's right.
Yes. But yeah, girl. So also, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this TikTok go around. There's this teacher. I'll put her information up.
To see no more luxury black girl TikTok videos if y'all bitches are not telling me what you do for a living. If you got rich parents, say that. If you work in tech, say that. If you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're an engineer, do whatever you gotta do. Tell me what you do for a living.
But I just thought that was so cute because she's like, hey guys, like, I keep seeing these black women in luxury and you guys are, you know, like, just posting, everybody is doing the thing. But I'm like, what is the thing that you're doing? Tell me what jobs, what careers you have to get to this point. So I was like, first off, I was scrolling and going through the comments because Gabbie, I feel like that's not just me, but also Gabbie, I'm pretty sure you had like this mindset to travel more this year. And so if you guys are like that as well, I'm just going to list off some of the careers that I saw in the comments and what those like top 3 careers were. So the main
get out pen, get out paper.
Exactly.
Let me get mine.
Exactly. So there were a few, but a lot of them fell into finance. And this one was kind of like a double whammy because some of the women that were in finance, they were saying like, we're not necessarily making a whole lot of money, but we are financially literate. And I thought that was a great point because some people were saying like, you don't have to be, you know, making 6 figures or more to be able to travel. You just need to know how to like, you need to be able to like prioritize the traveling by budgeting, you know, and finding out what works better. So these women in finance, they knew how to budget. They knew how to make those trips happen. So that was A, but then also
Wait. Finance. Can we get a little bit more specific, please?
I am. So.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So finance, when they were saying finance, they mean like accountants, and accountants can make some money, but not necessarily a whole lot. So those were more of the financially literate women. But then the women that were saying that they were making the big bucks were mortgage underwriters and people that like handle the loans.
I've heard of that. Loan underwriters. Yes. I've been trying to look into it because that's not the first time I've seen that. Get into it. I'm interested. Because I think you only have to go to school for like 1 or 2 years for that. Or something.
That's the thing.
Something like
they were saying that you didn't necessarily need like specific schooling for it. So like the women that were in here, they were like, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to double check, but like they were saying like, I kind of jumped into the mortgage underwriting. Now, honestly, I was looking at that and I was like, that kind of sounds boring, but like at the same time, we do need more we need more Black women in that type of field, because that kind of helps you depict whether or not you will like get a good home. I could be wrong.
Okay. And at the same time, it's like, if it is boring, so what are you doing
True.
right now? I'm pretty sure that's boring too. So, so would
Good
you rather
point.
be bored and make a lot of money, or be bored and make okay money, and be like so. I'd rather be bored and make a lot of money. That's just my opinion. Because it's like whatever, because I honestly feel like your career does not necessarily have to be like what you're super passionate about, but it can help you lead a life where you can do things that you are passionate about, like travel, or I don't know, yoga. I know that's random, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
No, really.
Yeah.
But that's a great point, because people feel like, but I think that is the mindset that people are like shifting into right now. They are moving away from career being your life, and they're more so moving into career being career, and then you having a life. Like we are focused, like as millennials and like as the Gen Zs are getting grown, I think people are more so focusing on having like balancing that scale of work-life balance better. Now, when they finally get it to 4-day work weeks, I will be like, thank you.
Yes, please. Because no one does any work on the 5th day anyway, if they can help it.
You don't hear me? People be out on Thursday. They be outside on Thursday nights.
Yes. And Friday, they don't call it bare minimum Friday for no reason.
Thanks. But I never heard that one, but like I can understand. I mean, it makes sense. Because what we really doing on Fridays?
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time. Yes. So, and then the other one, so another career that they talked about was tech. And I think that we've been hearing a lot about this, Gabbie. I know you've been mentioning it as well. Like, people are really getting into these tech jobs. Now, there weren't like, nobody listed a specific job that they were doing. But tech, I know people have been saying a lot about like getting into tech, getting into coding, getting into there being a lot of like tech jobs needed right now. So clearly, y'all look this up. Y'all need to do your research, figure out what's going on with tech, because people out here with these Chanel bags and the Birkins and the Maldives.
And the Teslas but I mean, yes, tech can definitely help you lead a lifestyle you want to live, for sure. I know some people we went to high school with who are living pretty well with a career in tech. I know that there are careers that you can transition into tech that are not necessarily coding based. Like I know people transitioning into data analysis and project management. And then there's so many niche things in tech that you can get into. So you really just have to do your research. I would suggest like finding like quizzes, not necessarily quizzes, but like those things where you can figure out like where your personality and what role in tech that would work the best for you. And also like just talking to people in tech, because there's probably some things that you can get into that you didn't even know was possible. I'm not a tech guru or anything, but I do have some people that I suggest following on Twitter if you're interested in tech. I can't think of their names right now, but I will totally have them in the description. After we get off of here, I'm going to find them so we can put them in the description.
Okay. Okay. So no, but that's good information. So yeah, definitely look into tech. And I know what you're talking about. It's not like a quiz. It's, like you said, it's kind of like a personality. Where do I fit in tech? I might have to try that out. That sounds cool. I'm always interested in those. And then lastly
Yes, get
though,
into it. Mm-hmm.
right. But lastly, real estate was also another one. So people were talking about not just like being like a real estate agent, but also just owning property. So basically you can get into like flipping homes, or there are a lot of different avenues you can go down into real estate as well. So sounds like you can get your money's worth, and it can be passive income. Everybody's always looking for passive income, so that's an option as well. Bye.
Yes, and one of my favorite YouTubers is getting into real estate right now, and she's documenting her journey. You know who I'm talking about? I've been following her for like years, for like at least 6 years at this point.
Raven?
Probably more. Yes, Raven Elise on YouTube. She just put out a video talking about she's searching for like an investment property. And I think that would be super cool to like follow her on her journey. So check her out, Raven Elise on YouTube.
That's exciting. Yeah. I love that. I love that for her.
Me too. Congrats, girl.
Mm-hmm. I'm like,
doing
I'm
it
next.
Big. Boss moves. Right. Boss babe.
Okay. Love that. But yeah, guys, that's it. We don't have much for today. I don't have much for today. Because Gabbie didn't want to watch Love is Blind. So
I did want to watch Love is Blind. I just did not have the time to watch Love is Blind. It's just not happening for me.
No, that's okay, because I only gave you like one day.
Yeah, I was like, and I fell asleep watching the first episode. So it's fine. Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. But I think that was good timing anyway, guys. So yeah, happy Monday. And we will see you on Wednesday. Come back on Wednesday. Bye.
See you on Wednesday.